time. right, welcome, folks. We are live here at Long Beach City College here. My name's Ben. I'm joined by Jeremy.
Yep. I'm so glad to be here. Today is very exciting. We have the LBCC CVAL Red team.
So Red, and so this is like their top team, Long
Yeah.
Beach City College highest level team.
Yeah. And we are joined in the game with UCLA, their Valorant team, and we're very excited. We're here at LBCC casting it, and we're very glad
Yeah,
to be here.
super stoked to be here. Yeah, this is a really top end facility. Super stoked to see this first week of CVAL play once again. Long Beach City College Red versus UCLA. This game's going to go momentarily. This will be a best of three set, so we will see at least two maps. If we're lucky,
Mm-hmm.
we'll get some bonus Val, get a third map in there. But that remains to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, like I said, it's worth mentioning this is week one of CVAL. We don't really have any results to share. We don't have any stats yet. This will be the beginning of any kind of stats for this tournament. But I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And let's talk about these players at LBCC. We could pull that up.
Welcome back, folks. This is Ben. This is Jeremy. Let's talk about maps. So we just found out that map number 1 is going to be Split.
Yep.
A classic map, one of those maps that was in the game since the very beginning. And I just saw that LBCC Red is picking Attack for Split first.
Nice.
I think that's an interesting call. I think for the most part, a lot of teams play it safe and pick defense first. I think a lot of teams are just comfortable being on defense first. But clearly, LBCC Red has a plan here.
Yeah, so attacking on Split, as far as my competitive games, is rough. It's rough because you have a lot of these agents that are able to lock down corners. I know Raze is super powerful on Split. I mean, she can just stop you from pushing for so long. That's why defense is nice. We're kind of able to feel out the opponent, what they like to do, any lurkers, anybody trying to rush in super fast, and then attack. It's rough though because you got to get that spike down.
Yeah, you gotta get in there. On both sites actually, when you're attacking, you have to deal with heaven pressure. Being on the high ground is such an advantage for a defending team. There are safe places to plant in cover, but on A, at the very least, that cover is you can actually wall bang through that cover.
Yeah.
On B, it's maybe a little safer. Like I said, if Red is picking attack first, they must be confident in their in their thought process, in their plan.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking on B. There's actually I only would think of like one safe plan option. The other ones are like super risky because you're planning in the very far back where you can spam it from a garage, but heaven, raptors can just come down. But behind that box is really nice. But it is hard to stop them when they're defusing because they have that little cover.
And so map 2, it looks like it was picked, and I missed it in the chat. Could we scroll up in the chat just a little bit in the in-game chat? Because I saw someone picked UCLA picked attack for whatever the map is. For map number 2. Okay, there, they just wrote it. Thank you. So map number 2 is going to be Haven. Map number 3 is going to be Abyss. So let's talk about Haven for a second. Haven, notoriously an attacker-sided map.
Absolutely. 3 bomb sites, 3 spike sites. It's rough if you just send 5 bodies at it.
Yeah.
It's hard for the defense.
Yeah, it is super. Yeah, if you're playing default, you play for picks and you plant where you want to plant. The Oppers love C long.
Classic.
Yeah, Sniper Alley, classic.
Yeah. And then those the A short judges, demons. That's awful.
Yeah, and then also garage.
Yeah,
if you're that guy who's hiding behind the garage door with the Bucky, man, I am gonna throw my mouse across the room.
I hate those omens that like TP on top of the box, and so you're walking in, you don't even see them, and then pop.
Yeah, and now you're like, I have to check. I have to clear that every game now.
But even though those are like defender spots, they're far and few.
Yeah. Map number 3, if we get there, is going to be Abyss, one of the newer maps added to the map pool. Abyss is unique because it's the only map that has bottomless pits.
Yeah. Yeah, if you jump off the edge of Abyss, you're not coming back.
Yeah, you are gone. Which also has some interesting counterplay when it comes to eco. You can throw guns off the map. If you have the op and you're getting pushed by 4 people and you're not going to give that op up, you jump off the cliff, you take the op with you.
And I've seen some interesting plays where Jets, if they're pushing A long or A main, they can actually duck in at the bottom, like underneath the bridge, and then updraft up into backside. And so it does allow you to kind of carve your way between maps. But I like Abyss. Yeah, people don't like it. I like it.
I like it too. It's worth mentioning, by the way, that for the CVAL rules, Abyss is actually going to, this is in the comp rules. It's going out of the map pool, or CVAL. March. Okay. So in March we won't see any more Abyss. But for now, we're in January. We're gonna take it when we can get some Abyss, which is cool. So
yeah, I love mid on Abyss because I like opping a little bit.
A little bit.
I won't like force buy it or anything, but if we're winning, I'll buy it up. And it's just lockdown city.
Yeah, I was gonna say we were talking about C long on Haven being Sniper Alley. Man, that has nothing on mid Abyss.
Yeah, that mid is huge. It's probably one of the biggest mids in the game, I think.
Yeah, very very interesting area to talk about. So while we're talking about we can't really call Abyss too new, but what is super new is the newest agent to the agent pool, Tejo. So he is legal today. To talk about Tejo a little bit, I'll say out the gate, a lot of people were predicting that Tejo would be really strong based on his kit. Um, and from what I've seen, the consensus is that those predictions were correct. Tejo
Yeah.
is pretty strong.
I think we should probably throw up a disclaimer. This is pre-nerf.
This is pre-nerf from the future.
Yeah,
There will be a nerf.
I'm calling the tail
Yeah.
nerf. But no, I'm actually an initiator player. I
Mhm.
love Sova. I love KO, Sky.
Mhm.
And I played Tejo a little bit, and he seems, when I first played him, I was like, oh, seems really strong. And then, like, on paper, he's good, and in practice, he's insane.
Mhm.
It's disgusting, really.
So we'll talk about his kit a little bit, so viewers understand what we're getting into here. Because I would be surprised if we didn't see it at least one of these games.
Yeah.
Tejo, the big reason, I think the initial thing that made people think he was so strong was his salvo. So he's got an ability where he pulls out that screen like the iPad, like Brim, or sorry, yeah, like Brim
Tablet,
has the little
yeah,
tablet.
yeah.
And he picks spots, but instead of laying down smokes, he just sends a missile, and that missile will fly and hit exactly where it's gonna go. You can't shoot it down like like the Sky ult. He's got a drone like Rainbow Six. He's
Yeah.
got a
And the thing about the
Yeah.
drone is it like tags a person, but then it explodes into recon, which is insane. And I didn't even realize. Hello, hello. We just
There
were
we go.
told to fix the microphone. So no, but the first time I died to his ult, I was like, that kills.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
was like,
Same.
I thought it just would stun you,
Yeah.
but no, that thing does damage.
And wouldn't you know it, Thermo
Oh,
is
yeah.
hovering Tejo.
Awesome.
And I guess we didn't talk about a sticky grenade. He can launch a grenade. It sticks to a wall. You can set it to bounce once, and I think it concusses. Yeah, it concusses.
Yeah, he has a stun, but a lot of his kit. One of the rare, I would say, initiators where his kit actually does a lot of damage. Because you have Sova's shock darts, right?
Mhm.
But that really only really used for trips.
Mhm.
They don't really use it so much for damage. Sky Dog bites you, I guess, but
Mhm.
no,
Yeah.
but he can deal some damage.
Yeah, he looks formidable.
Yeah.
So it'll be exciting to see if LBCC follows through with this pick, which only 14 seconds left to pick. I'm assuming they will. It'll be cool to see if UCLA does it as well. Get locked in here for game number 1. Get hype in the chat. Once again, game number 1 of week 1 CVAL West, LBCC Red versus UCLA. There's the Tejo lock in.
There we go.
Let's go.
Awesome.